Um, Good evening and afternoon to every one of us. So this is actually 4:27, 4:27 West African time and 7:27 East African time. So we're all welcome to this update today. So let's head right in. So without let's not take any much more of our time. So but before we continue, a huge shout out to our 87 subscribers. We appreciate your support. All right, so let's head back and then just go directly to what we have for ourselves today. So I'm just going to log in first. I'm going to log in and then please pardon whatever noise you're hearing in the background. You can blame them, don't blame me. All right, to look this particular section here. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see later. All right, so we've got okay, we have 22%, 25. This is 0. Don't even going to care about this yet for now. Okay, so today is Tuesday. Today I think it was Python they did today, then tomorrow is free and so on like that. So this is 22, 25 and 25. So Python still looks like it has like the lowest pass mark here. So we're going to do as many as possible tasks. All right, so it's not going to be what's it called, just one task again, but okay, I think let's just make it one task though. Okay, so let's just head right into Python. Although we can solve everything the same today, like we're this same day like today, but let's just see. So I think we've done week 2 Python. Yeah, we've done week 2 Python for week 2. Yeah, Python week 2. So I need to be naming my repository in a way that I will be able to like know what we've done and what we haven't. Okay, so today we are checking for conditional statements, loops, list comprehension, Python function, weekly code challenge, and weekly live record. I'm supposed to do this challenge, but this is an update for assignments and quiz. So all right, we're going to head to the functions and control flow quiz. So I hope we are all ready. So okay, all right, so for the functions and control flow quiz, so the question is 5 questions, 40 minutes and 35% mark. So we are going to be answering 5 questions. So I hope you're ready for the questions and the answers. Now, okay, so it says which keyword is used to define a function in Python. So I know most of us are actually familiar with this, right? It says which of the keyword is used to define a function in Python. A, create, B, function, C, define, and D, make. So I think this one is already selling itself, right? It's already selling itself, though it's not called define, it's called def, like DEF. But actually that's what you use to define a function, right? So it already sold itself to us. And I wonder why we have like 40 minutes for something as cheap as this. Okay. How do you call a function named greet in Python? A, call greet. B, greet, then this parenthesis. C, run greet. D, start greet. So we all know how to create a function and we all know how to write a function. So this is the way we call a function. We call a function with the help of the parentheses at the back. So when you just call the name of the function and then you put the parentheses. So how do you call a function named greet? It's the same way you've already called it here. So it's the same thing here. So it's actually B, because if it is not this way, then that means you are just referencing the function, or and like not calling it, because that's just it, sha. So now the next question, question 3. What would happen if the condition in an if statement is false? A. The code inside the if block will still run. B. The code will break. C. The code inside the if block will be skipped. D. The program will crash. So some of us have actually joined my sessions when we were actually working on all these mini projects, and we discovered then that whenever we hit something like false, when anything relating to false happens, we actually, like, the code inside the if block will be skipped directly, because we said, because in Python, like, an if statement checks a condition. All right, so if the condition is true, the code inside that if block will run. But if the condition is false, then Python will skip the block and continue with the rest of the program. So I hope with this little explanation we are just able to like understand, and with those, for those that have actually been taking my classes too. Okay, so now, what does the return keyword do inside a function? Like, what does the return keyword do inside a function? A. Prints the function name. B. Ends the program. C. Restarts the function. And then D. Stops the function and send back a value. Most of the time, just as I used to say, I said, so most of the time, whenever you're coming across answers, and then you're seeing some that are almost like somewhat long, most of the time happens to be like the correct answer. So for this situation, it still happens to be the correct answer, but not always, I'm just saying. So, and then the reason is, you see, return immediately ends the function execution. All right, so it sends a value back to the caller, like the caller of the function. All right, so if no value is given, then it returns like none by default. So like, that's just its function, just to stop the value and then send back the value back to the user. All right, so what does an what does an elif statement do? That's else if, but in Python it's elif. So what does an elif statement do? A. It checks another condition if the first if is false. Rather. B. It breaks the loop. C. It repeats the loop. D. It stops the program immediately. So now, here this question might actually want to be tricky, but what an elif does is it checks another condition if the first if is false, because that's why they call it elif. That's else if, which means it's like saying, if banana is green, eat one. Else if banana is brown, don't eat it. Something like that. So which means if the first one is true, then there is no need to check for the else, just eat. But if the first one is false, then that means else if the banana is now like maybe, a new thing entirely, it is then that it works. So elif in Python is just like short for else if, and it only runs if the previous if or maybe another else if self is false. So you can chain multiple elif to like check different conditions, and it's going to work perfectly. So with this I can guarantee 100. So that's the end of our quiz, and 5 out of 5, and our we got 100% right out of the boat. So let's continue learning and then go to the task that we have today. How challenging do you find this coding exercise? Too easy? Well, I don't know. Just right. Let's just say just right. So I don't want to make it look somewhat just right. Bro. Okay, just leave it. Did this week content cover everything you're expecting? Yes, I was spot on. Right? Rate the instructor, very satisfied, even though I didn't go through anything. Rate the relevance of the assignment, very satisfied. Rate the relevance of the quiz, very satisfied also. Alright, so submit a GitHub repo link for the assignments below. So we're going to create our assignments by ourselves. Sorry, we are going to create our repository by ourselves. All right. So now let's head right into the projects that we have. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to go directly here to GitHub, and then create a Python function named calculate discounts. Okay, let me call it calculate discounts. Call my repository. So here, okay, new. So I'm creating a new repository and calling this Wk-3 Python. You're going to be uppercase here. Calculate discounts. So description. Let me just grab something for the description here. Okay. Description. The function this yeah, okay. I can just use this for the description. Alright, that's it. And what's happening here? Oh, okay. So I'm just going down here straight up and then create repository. Alright, so now that my repository has been created, so as usual, I'm just going to grab this, copy this, then after copying this, go right here, open this right here, and then right click on my VS Code, and then grab a new window, and then I'm not going to stress myself, so I'm just going to clone the repository and then start my work, so I don't have to be creating any folder, blah blah blah. So just open folder, desktop, and then yeah, desktop. So select desktop. So after selecting desktop, I have all this bunch of weird things right here. Okay, I have all these directories here. Well, I'm going to do something about it now. So what I'm just going to do is remove this, then grab me a terminal, new terminal. So in my terminal, grab a bash, git bash terminal, and remove the rest. You can leave yours, it doesn't matter. So this is it, and I'm going to just git clone, right click and hit enter. Alright, so now here I'm going to look for my Wk-3 Python calculate. So Wk-3 Python calculate, Wk-3 Python calculate. Alright, it's here and it's empty, so I'm just going to cd Wk-3 and then enter. Then list should be empty. Alright, perfect. So now I'm just going to say code space Python, sorry, I said Python, code space discount app.py, hit enter. So alright, so it's here at the top, discount app.py. So now I can close this for now, close the terminal, and then close this so I can have the whole room to myself. So I need to go and grab our questions. So going back, grab the questions, copy, minimize, and then paste. Oh, sorry, Control C. So hashtag paste. Then the second one too, hashtag space. So I'm going to cut this so I can read them all in a single line. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is the first one. I'm going to space them out. And this is the second one. All right. So now the task one says to create a function called calculate discount. All right. So we have to create a function called discount. Function called calculate discount with like price and then the discount price, and then the function is to take like original price and discount percentage as parameters, and if the discount is like 50% or higher, then it will apply the discount and then return the final price. Then otherwise it will return the original price unchanged, right? So, and in the task 2 here also now, it's telling us that we should ask the user to input like the original price, then the discount percentage, then it's going to use the function to calculate the final price and then print the final price. All right, so let's first break this down step by step. All right, so let's break this down into step by step, because this is just this thing just okay. So I'm going to say step 1. I'm just going to restep this step 1. All right, so we have step 1. So we're going to define a function, right? I'm going to define a function and let me just say using def. We already know how to define a function using def. Then step 2, so for my step 2, then inside the function check if discount percentage is let's say is okay, let me just use the sign greater or equals 20. Then for step 3, then like if yes, then it calculates the this thing. So if yes, calculate the final price, right? So I think that's fair enough for breaking everything here down into simpler steps, right? And if your own breaking of this thing too is more than this, is actually no problem, because actually everyone has their own ways of breaking things down. I can actually still extend this. I can say, okay, if yes, calculate the discount. I can still extend this, calculate the discount, and say step 4. So if not, then you return the price unchanged. If not, okay, let me put comma here, return the price unchanged. Okay, then step 5. I think that's it. Okay, step 5. Okay, let's see, let's break this down too. So step 5, using the calculator. Okay, Okay. All right, so here we can prompt the users. Let's see, just user to input using the input function, right? Then here remember that input most especially like can also like give strings. You get strings. Okay, so we need to like, you know, we need to convert, right? So we convert the float or int in case. Okay, so we convert with float with float or int, right? So then okay, so step 6, yes, okay, so here we now call the function with those values. Then the last part, which is literally not essential, then just add the result, and that's it. So we've broken everything down. Now I can grab this, send it away, and then grab all these two and send them away also. So now I've broken the sentence down into a pseudo function that I can work with, right? So, and now without wasting any much more of our time, let's jump right into the solutions. So let me make this more visible. All right, so this is step 1. So I'm going to define calculate. What was the function called again? Because I think a name was actually given up. Let me copy this. All right, copy every single thing. Copy, and yeah, so I can paste this again. All right, so I've created my function. So this is my function here. Then now this, okay, yes. So inside the function here, so here now we're going to like, this is where I will check the discount. Yes, this is where check the discount for 20% or higher. All right, so don't worry, it's not going to mess with our code. Then I'm not going to say if discount. Oh, I think I have something relating to that here. Discount percent. Yeah, so if discount percent is greater or equals 20, right? If discount percent is greater or equals to 20, then I can create a, wait, I need to confirm all these functions, very essential function. Discount percent, yeah, discount percent. Then this calculates discounts, and discount percent at the and price are what we're given. Okay, so I can call mine final. I can call mine let me say final price. Let's call it final price. Okay, so I can say final price now equals price. We have price already before. We have price here. So my final price will now be price multiplied by, we all know how to calculate percentage, right? The price times the percentage divided by 100. So the price times discount percentage, then divided by 100, and that's just and that's just as simple as it will be. But then remember that what's it called, board mass is going to go to division before. In the rule of board mass, if you are a maths person, like if you study mathematics, in the rule of board mass, division comes before multiplication. This is division, this is multiplication. So the B means bracket, the O means off, the D means division, the M means mass, multiplication, the A means addition, and then the S means subtraction. So if you should leave it this way, it's going to do the division first before multiplying it, and it's going to give you error. All right, so it might actually work. I think it should work, but no, I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to work, because division can actually have created something like what's it called, floats and decimals before now multiplying, and then I don't just trust you leaving it this way. So, but with the help of brackets, remember that bracket comes before what's it called, division. So we're going to cover this in brackets. So while trying to remove the bracket, is going to follow my function the same way that I've assigned it here. So it's going to start with price multiplied by the discount price, then before doing the division. All right, so I'm going to remove this. I hope we understand that. So that's why I said, for those that have been joining my class, that if you're not familiar with math, you have to be, because programming is mostly 80% all about math. 80%, everything you're doing is math. So I'm going to return final price. So, and else, yeah, so else, you return the price. Return price. So remember, we define the function. This is the function here. So inside the function, in the parameter of the function, we have price and we have discount. All right, so now inside the function, we want to check if discount is greater or below 20. So here we said if discount is greater or equals 20, then we now call a variable to package what our value will be, and we call it final price. All right, so we now said final price equals price multiplied by the discount divided by 100. So which means if it is greater or equals to 20, then this discount will run. But if it is lesser, that's why we have this else. Else means if it is not up to this, then just return the price. If not, return the price unchanged. That's it. Okay, so, and now let's head to the main program right here. All right, so here it says prompt the user to input using input. So we already know that, like, just to, so now we're going to give out price. So we're going to say price. Remember, we're prompting the users to give us price, then we will be the one to work using discounts. So what we just need from them is the price and the discounts. So we calculate the pricing and the discounts that they've been given. So here I'm going to grab float. All right, so, and then inside my float I will have an input, and then ask the user to enter the original price. All right, so you enter the original price, and then let me give a spacing here. Okay, then let me just duplicate this, Alt shift down. All right, so I'm just going to call this discount percentage, then percentage, yeah, percentage. Okay, so discount percentage equals floats. All right, input, enter oh sorry, the discount percentage, the discount percentage. Okay, all right. Call the function with those values. Okay, so here I'm going to call the function. So let me even just do this one inside here. So call the function. So here, don't worry, just a bit. Okay, let me just leave it there. So call the functions with those values. So final, let's say my final price. So, right, final price, yes. So my final price will now be equals, my final price will equals calculate discount, which calculates discount is where I'm now going to bring back all the distance inside of it the same way here. So just grab everything. Sometimes I just copy everything. So here I'm recalling the function now. Yeah, discount percentage, and okay, calculate discount. Why? It's not defined. Discount percent is defined though. What do you mean it's not defined? Discount percent. Hey, it's defined here now. Discount percent. Discount. Okay, this is a. I know it's supposed to be public now. Abba. What do you mean? Or is it not spelled well? Percent. Don't know what you're talking about though. Okay, let's just print the result then. Let's print the result. So print, then let me just say the final, let's say the final price is, the final price is, then let me concatenate it and just add this, and then final price. I don't even need to add space in itself, it's going to add it by itself, so the space will not be too much. But this is still giving me error. What do you mean? Calculate discount. Calculate discount. Discount percent. Discount percent. Discount percent. Discount percent. Oh, discount percentage. Discount percent. Okay. Sorry, I wrote discount percentage instead of discount percent. Okay, so let me just run this now and we're good to go. All right, so enter the original price. Let's say the original price, I bought it for 20 or 200,000, and then they said they're going to give me just 35% off. So that means I'm going to pay 70,000 naira for the product. So now that my project works fine, I think the next thing to do is just send this up there, right? Because actually we did this inside a live directory, so that's why this stuff is green here and it's saying it has been that there's an untracked file here, an untracked file here. So I'm going to open my terminal and then we're going to send this back. All right, so let me just quickly grab my terminal. So terminal, new terminal, then my PowerShell, not PowerShell, create my git bash terminal. So kill this, and yeah, so I'm here in desktop, so cd into week. You see, I'm in desktop, so that's why I want to cd back into Wk-3, Python calculator discount, and now it's showing main to show that I'm in a repository, ls. All right, so git init. All right, so it's already an existing repository, and then there's discount app.py. So what I'm just going to do is, let me first check where this is leading. Let me clear my screen, clear, then do we call git remote -v to see where it's connected to. Okay, so it's connected to the right repository. So git add space dot. Okay, so git commit -m and initial commit my discount app, enter. Alright, and then git push origin. Okay, let me just add the user universal origin name. Okay, and that's it. So okay, wait, I ran into an error here. It says okay, I don't think like I'm the owner of this particular, sorry, I don't think this is my account on this particular I don't think I'm the owner of the account on this particular VS Code. So I want to change from this my other GitHub account to this new one. So let's do it. All right, so first of all, I would, in case, okay, let me read the issues to you, so that should, in case you're finding yourself like getting into this same problem, so you can actually just fix this. All right, by first of all checking the credentials that is on it. All right, so you're going to check the credentials on it, and to check the credentials. All right, so we're going to check the credentials first. And what I mean by credentials is like the stuff that has, like, I mean the registered person. You know, we're using git bash. We're using git bash terminal here. So we need to first check for the credentials. Then after checking, we're now going to remove those credentials, put in a new one, and then be able to like send our files directly to our directory without any issues. Okay, so and then now I'm going to say git. All right, so I'm going to say git config, then I'm going to say global, and then then list it. So okay, let me clear the screen first. So git config, then double flag global, double flag list to see everyone. So this is actually okay. This is Oge's account here on my GitHub this thing here. So okay, let me see, let me get the list of the ones that have already been here before. Credential manager, and no, I think it's if you call together, I don't think there's any space, then list, enter. Yes, now git credential manager core, credential manager core list. Yes, now what do you mean credential manager is not a git command? How manage it is? Or did I spell it wrong? Git credential manager core, then list. Okay, fine. If it says it's not a command, then I am surprised that it's not a command, because it works. So it's supposed to, with that, it's supposed to check if git bash is using any cached credential helper. All right, no problem then. So now I'm going to remove the details that are here before, which is this Oge's username and email. All right, so I'm going to just type in git no, not now, git config, then I'm going to give it a global and then unset it. So I'm going to unset user name, then I'm going to git, okay, come up, git config insert user email, and then hit enter. Okay, so now I've cleared the git this thing. So let me just check again. Global config list. All right, so it's empty now. There is nothing there now. So now what I want to do is now what's it called? So what I'm going to do now is like link my new details there. Samson, get away from there. You're making noise. You're disturbing me. So git config. Samson, get away from there. You are disturbing me. Git config global username. We all know this, right? So I'm just going to insert my own details now, and then put in my username. So my username, let me just grab it from here. Where is my username again? Okay, it was in that error message there. So this is my username. Just going to grab this, and then I'm going to paste it and cover it with a double quote. Right, then that's it. Then yeah, user email, and then my email, so this is my email, all right. So before sending it, let's just make sure that the details I'm using is correct. Let me open this. Okay, so yes, my username is correct, and my profile, no, it's not my profile. Go to settings. All right, so yes, so this is my mail is also correct. All right, so let's go back and then go back again. Yes, so this is my so let me place these two at one corner of the screen so we have both. So refresh this first. Okay, there's nothing. All right, so I'm going to hit enter. Then let me reduce this a little bit, and then okay, oh sorry, oh, all right. So now that it's done, I'm going to do the git add, git commit, and git push. So I'm not going to retype it, so I'm just going to do git add, git commit again. Okay, I've got an error again, says upstream is gone, nothing to commit. Okay, now that I've reset and I've git add and I did git commit again, and it said on branch main, your branch is based on origin main, but the upstream is gone. Then it's in a parenthesis here, it says use git branch on set upstream to fix up, nothing to commit, working tree clean. All right, so the reason why I bumped into this error is because I was using Oge's profile to like add and to commit. So now git is telling us that like I know you used to have like a remote origin, but that connection is broken or missing, so I don't know where to push your branch anymore. All right, so that's why it's saying that your branch is based on origin main, but the stream is gone. So this is how we're going to do it. So first of all, let me first still leave that one, and then increase this again. So let me clear the screen, and then I'm still going to do this again. Git branch, git remote rather. Git remote version first. Git remote. Okay, let's see. This is my name and everything here. All right. So now Wk-3 Python calculates discount. Yeah, it's correct. All right. So now let me push and see what it does. It's actually correct. So let me push git push user origin main. Let me push and see what it says. Okay. Wait a minute. It says permission to God's favor leveler king. Then the directory name .git denied to fappr4. Further, unable to access the request. Return error. What does he mean? Wait. Why is it denied to fappr4? Wait. I've already logged in as myself. I actually just set up my config. I already just configured a new profile inside, but it's still the git bash terminal is still recognizing my other profile, which is the fappr4 profile. Alright, so thank God we're even bumping into this error. But first of all, let me check the minutes this assignment is taking, because it looks as though we have to make it 2 sections. Let me see. Okay, this is 46 minutes. I think still enough to take 1 section. Okay, so let me see. Let me do this. Let me erase every permission here first. Credential. Don't know why this thing is not working. Credential manager call. Erase it. Why does he keep saying git credential manager call is not a git command? What kind of life is this? Okay, let's see. Oh, is this git out of date? Voila, deal. Wait, yes, I don't know. Git version 2.49.0. Okay, it's actually the latest version now. What's wrong with this thing? Wow. Okay, wait. I'm coming. Let me see first. Okay. Let me go to control panel. I think it has stored control panel. Control panel. Open. So then the next thing I'm going to do, I want to go and remove the this thing. I want to go and delete this thing of GitHub there. Alright, so where is it? Windows credential. Where are you? Windows credential. Here. No. Wait. Why am I not seeing Windows credentials? I'm seeing system and security, network and internet, hardware and sound, programs, users, accounts, appearance and personalization, clock and region, ease of access. Okay, or perhaps it's under the listing section here. What was it called? Okay, well, maybe I should just search for credential manager direct. Credential manager. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right. So now I need to go and remove this thing. So web passwords and blah blah blah. Nope. Windows credentials. GitHub. So this is GitHub. Okay. This is it. This is the guy giving me problem here. Remove. Yes, remove. Okay, so now I shouldn't have issues again. So let's try this out. Let me now configure this thing again. So git config global control. So yes, global config, paste my username again, enter, then config for mail.com, then set this to email, and then hit enter. So now if I should add commit, okay, let me just push and see. Okay, push. Okay, all right, so it says sign in with your browser. Okay, if I use token, it's going to register it as I'm not using token. I'm signing in with browser. All right, so succeed. Okay, action has been succeed. Action is succeeded. All right, so and then we have it right here, so it's done. So let me just refresh this and then see my discount application right here. So let me just submit, and that's it for this particular section. So I'm just going to grab this, copy, then go back to PLP, then finish assignment, paste it inside, submit, and that's it. So we are good to go to unlock week 4, and then you say unlock. All right, so thank you all for staying till the end. And actually you've seen me run into several errors, and you see how I was able to like tackle it, right? Just you use your 99 intelligence to quickly undo those kind of errors that want to be blocking you from going to the promised land. All right, so thank you all once again, and then once again a huge thank you to our 87 subscribers. And yeah, so that's it for this section, and I'll see you in the next update.